What's up guys, my name is Aaron. Today I'm going to be reviewing Amen. This is the first to do album by Indonesian rapper Rich Brian. He used to be known as Rich Chiga. I've actually been a fan of him for years. Ever since his Vine days, I always thought that he was like a really funny dude.
You ape too? My name's Cody, with a K. Shower time. I'm severely depressed and I have nothing in my life. And Diesel Jane.
And I feel like on Vine, a lot of people really aren't that funny. So I was kind of thrown back when he started making music. I thought that it would kind of be like a joke or kind of like a parody of rap, I guess. I actually listened to his songs that he released. I could tell that he was actually serious. There's a playful element about his music for sure, but he does have a really nice flow. I think it's really superb. I like his minimalistic trap flavor beats that he was coming out with. I thought that was pretty stellar. And I think there's a nice awareness about his music. Like he knows that it's kind of goofy what he's doing, I guess. So I tried to go into this album as fresh as possible, and I was impressed. I think this is a pretty solid album. Not great, but I think there is potential for him in the future to make great albums. Definitely a highlight of this album is definitely his flow. I love that it's really low, deep, and rich in a way that's kind of disconcerting because of his age and just the way that he looks. He doesn't really look like this voice has come out of him. He looks about 16 years old, but there's so much confidence and swag about the way that he raps that it hardly really matters. Like on the song Occupied, which is probably my favorite song on the album, his straightforward rapping really contrasts really well with the bubbly and kind of playful trap song really nicely. The song See Me's beat, which is pretty minimalistic, so he really kind of bounces in a nice way off of that track as well. The song Amen, the intro and the title track, is where he really shows off, kind of switching off his flow about 3 or 4 times throughout the course of that 2 or 3 minute song. I think the dude shows off that he has talent, and I think that it's probably a highlight of this album just how well he can rap on a technical level. The production I think is pretty solid as well. Really minimalistic and mostly trap music, but it sets in such a really cool and kind of chilling atmosphere for Rich Brian to kind of rap over it. Occupied, which is probably my favorite, again, it has this really bubbly xylophone that cascades over the hard-hitting bass and drums in a satisfying way. The song Attention has this really minimalistic trap beat. It's really just like bass, drums, and a bell going off. The song Little Prince has this like really bubbly trap vibe with the rising synths that I like. The song Chaos really has that feeling of Dat Stick, the song where he's kind of dancing around in a fanny pack with the whirring synth that plays on the song, but also kind of has a crazy vibe that kind of matches well with the title of that track. The production is uniformly really inventive and really light in a way that I could see this easily being a soundtrack to a party. It's really fun music, I think. Lyrically and thematically, I think it explores things of a surprising weight for somebody that's 18 years old. See Me talks about how fame has kind of affected him, whether it be money or just the loneliness that it kind of causes. On Amen, it kind of talks about his music, his come up musically and creatively, like how he kind of just went from being this kid that was working in his parents' restaurant and kind of going on to be like an internet like it boy, and then kind of being like a respected rapper and celebrity. The song Glow Like That really kind of talks about like this long distance ex that he used to date, kind of reminiscing about imagining being with her, and then when he actually got with her, she broke up with him, and just kind of like reminiscing on their relationship and stuff. I think like Khalid, who's also really young, he's young, so he doesn't really have like a lot of world experience, but he does have some weight behind his music, and I do like that the short run times kind of don't run their course. Like you're like just into the song, you know what I mean? I do think he could have replaced or cut some songs, like the song Introvert, which featuring Joji. It doesn't do a lot to me. It just feels like a bad ripoff of the internet songs. Same with Cold. I think the beat is a little bit too choppy for me to really get into. Like, it's kind of hard to kind of find that flow. I don't really get how songs like that made the cut, but the song Crisis, which is featuring 21 Savage, didn't. I think if that was on this album, it would be like a standout track to me. Overall, I do like it. I do think it shows some potential in him as an artist more than really anything. I think he's a very confident rapper with a unique flow. That's a nice foundation for the album. Whenever the album kind of falters, he's kind of there to kind of prop it up by his pretty stellar rapping. I think the creative production is always solid, especially songs like Occupied and Chaos. And I do think that for an 18-year-old rapper, he does have some interesting themes kind of circling around. I do think he could have swapped out some songs for other singles, and this is just kind of like a more potential album, you know what I mean? It's not like this is an album that I think is going to stand on its own and be like his definitive album. So overall, I would give this a 7 out of 10. I did enjoy it, but I just think that it's like more of like potential for greater things to come. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Amen. What are your guys' thoughts? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments what you thought, and thanks for watching. Thanks guys. Bye.